What is going on, guys? Riv here for Wolfcat Entertainment, and Riv's Game Room is officially open once again. For today's episode, I've got 3 Dollar Store wannabe games. A decent one, a good one, just not bad one. What do you say we start with the bad one? Anyway, let's get this. As I said, this is Bible Adventures. Doesn't matter what game we pick, they're all the same thing, basically. I'm gonna use Baby Moses as the most obvious game on here. Wait until you see what this looks like. Now watch, you carry things. That's Super Mario 2 right there. Graphically, Super Mario 2 again. Whee! Why is there a springboard up there? Musically is the only reason this isn't Super Mario 2. Musically, this game's horrible, but this game's horrible anyway. Graphically, it's alright. Could be better. Basically carrying Baby Moses to the other side of the map here, while avoiding things. Like this guy with the spear. Just pick him up. Hey! That was rude. Yeah, I could have figured that. Whee! I'll be right back, Moses. You drove me way back there. There he is. Where's Moses? Where'd he go? They hurled him into the river. Meanies. And by the way, those stone tablet health hearts from Super Mario 2. This music is awful. I said that already, though. This was actually made by Color Dreams along with the other 2 games on this, but going under the name Wisdom Tree. Long story there. A few people have already explained it better than I could, so... As long as you're minding your business, you shouldn't see the spear guys that much. Ah! Oh well. And that's practically it with my TV touching again. Idea is to get Moses all the way to the end here. Jump the spider. I said jump the spider. At least we're not jumping to start. Trust me, I've got a more fun one for the next segment. Alright, how am I supposed to get up there? A is jump, B is to pick up Moses, if I didn't say that already. Down and A jumps, down, obviously. Wait, I'm at the end of the board here. Why is it not letting me pass? Get Moses and get to the end. Great work. On to the next level. And you gotta do it all over again. I don't know how many levels there are in this game, but... Oh look, I'm carrying a spider. Going up a ladder. This isn't only a ripoff of Super Mario 2, this is a ripoff of another game on this cart. Noah's Ark. In fact, let me show you what I mean. You pick up the animals and carry them to the Ark. What does that remind you of that we just looked at? Yes. It's a Noah-sized version of Baby Moses, which in itself is a ripoff of Super Mario 2. Graphically, this isn't really that much of a Super Mario 2 ripoff. Baby Moses, on the other hand, is. Come here, you horsey. Alright, we'll play this more on stream later on. Let's get to the other part of this. So, final thoughts on Bible Adventures. Absolutely, 100% do not buy it. All three games involved are ripoffs of Super Mario 2 in some way. As a matter of fact, I own this one because, well, I thought, you know what? I might not see this one again, and I was right. I found it at a local video game store, and I've kept hold of it since. There's a black and a light blue version. I have the black one. Either way, they're the same thing, and like I said, you're probably better off playing Super Mario 2. On with the next. And we're back, and we're finally doing this one. This is the only unlicensed game on the Super Nintendo, Super 3D Noah's Ark, or Super Noah's Ark 3D. Now, right off the bat, what does this look like a ripoff of? Other than the music. Which I don't get the music, honestly. If in the comments you said Wolfenstein 3D, you'd be absolutely right. How come it's not letting me fling the food? There we go. See, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to knock these hacked off animals out. Sounds a little choppy. I'm guessing the feed is the amount of animals you still have left to feed. No. Something different. But yeah, this is definitely a clone of Wolfenstein 3D, and there's a story about why. Basically, in software, the guys that made Wolfenstein 3D on the PC were hacked off at how much they had to neuter the game for Super Nintendo because, well, the Super Nintendo version had another word for German soldiers that I can't say because I don't want to risk getting demonetized. Not that I monetized anyway, but and basically they turned over the source code to Wolfenstein 3D, the Wisdom Tree, aka Color Dreams, and we got this. I can't believe they did that. Because now I'm getting can. Down with you! Do you actually want to play this, though? Oh, yeah! Where else are you going to find basically an unlicensed ROM hack of Wolfenstein 3D? You need to play this more on the channel. This one's actually not that bad. It is a Dollar Store ripoff, though, which is why it's in this episode. I love the fact that when you knock out an animal, they automatically just start snoring. Okay, so the feed is what goes into the slingshot. Oh, this is really creative, actually, for a ripoff. You take a ripoff. You take the original game and you turn it into your spin on the Bible story of Noah and Noah's Ark. I like that. You don't see that too often. Come at me! I dare ya, all of you. Graphically, I can't say much because if you play Wolfenstein 3D, you know what this is supposed to look like. So, oh shit. Well, I'm gonna go one more time. might be a little bit harder than Wolfenstein 3D, believe it or not. Fruit goes into the slingshot, feed is what you use on your hands. B utilizes the slingshot, A opens your doors. You know what? I think I'm in the mood to show y'all another Dollar Store lookalike game. Since y'all have been hanging around long enough to help me out. You hung around long enough for two bad ones. I'm going to show you a good one in a minute. In fact, let's get on that right now. So, final thoughts on Super Noah's Ark 3D, or Super 3D Noah's Ark, either title. Emulate this one. It's probably going to be too expensive for most of us because it does have the distinction of being the only unlicensed game on the SNES. But definitely emulate it. That's worth it, as you saw there. I mean, it's basically Wolfenstein 3D. Anyway, on to the next and final game. There were only supposed to be two, but I'm throwing in a bonus. Here it is. And this is 8 Eyes by AscendedSaiyan. Now you have a little bit of Mega Man, although you can't select what stage you go to. It's not very linear. I'll hit this little lever here. A will use your... A jumps, B uses the sword. And what does this look like then, y'all? Any of you guys been with my... been watching the channel long time knows that I like the game that this is ripping off. This is if you said it's ripping off Castlevania, you're right. But in this case, you don't play a vampire card. This guy's a falconer named Ori, and I can't remember what the bird's name is. It doesn't control as well as Castlevania does. Okay, so I have a throwing dagger now. Out of the whip, you got a little pin knife, I guess you would call it. And the doors aren't automatically open in this game. You actually have to open them yourself. Points for originality, I suppose. A jumps when you can't jump. Okay, so the bird's name is Petra. And we're dead. Graphically, it's not really Castlevania. It's more so in how it plays that it reminds me of Castlevania. Handles like Castlevania. You're traveling through a castle, obviously. Battling different enemies. The only thing it has on Castlevania is Castlevania doesn't have a falcon creature called a Ori. You're on your own in Castlevania. You. If I can't kill him. Some of these switches you're gonna have to jump, but anyway. Graphically, it's actually pretty solid, pretty good. I like this game. I didn't think I'd like a Castlevania clone, but I do. Not a direct clone. It did take some liberties with the source material. In this case, that's a good thing. Unlike, say, those movie-based games, right? Okay, so up, and I guess A and B does your special item attack. I'm not sure on that. I haven't figured that out yet. I'm just playing this for the first time, like I say with a lot of my games. Yeah, that's what it is. Looks like. Hey! I had to find enemies to get this far. Let me through that door. The door just popped back and said, no, you're not going anywhere. Anyway, I should say. Back with final thoughts in just a sec. So, final thoughts on 8 Eyes. Of course, I was gonna like it because I'm a Castlevania fan, but if that's your thing, you'll probably like it too. It's got the good graphics of Castlevania. The music isn't all that great, and it plays like Castlevania. And you know when it came out, if you'd gotten this under your tree instead of Castlevania, in my case, I don't think I would have been too unhappy because it's a similar game. Sorry about that. Anyway, to sum it up on all three games, the bad one is Bible Adventures, the decent one is Super 3D Noah's Ark, and the good one is 8 Eyes. Anyway, guys, what did you think of the games that were shown today? Let me know in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe, and remember, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Bye.